Hello everyone, welcome to Pharmacy Lectures. Today we are going to discuss GPAT 2019 MCQs. Today we'll discuss only 25 MCQs. We'll discuss the rest in the another section. So let's start. First, the relation between emissive power of the surface and its absorptivity is given by Kirchhoff's law, Stefan Boltzmann law, Darcy's law, or Fourier's law. The right answer is Kirchhoff's law. Look at the question here. The relation between emissive power of the surface and its absorptivity. You can see here emissive power means radiation emissive power. Okay, the radiation emissive power of surface and radiation absorbing power, okay, of the surface is given by Kirchhoff's law. It also states that the emissivity and absorptivity of a surface at a given temperature and wavelength are equal. At a certain temperature and wavelength, the absorbed radiant energy and emitted radiant energy are equal. Question number 2. As per medical termination of Pregnancy Act and rules, the safe custody of forms is with standing committee, honor of the approved place, chief medical practitioner, or registered medical practitioner. The right answer is registered medical practitioner. I have shown here the screenshot of Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act and Rules. You can read here. Question number 3. In direct contact or jet condensers, barometric leg serves one of the following functions: to remove the condensate or cooling water mixture, to transfer the feed into the evaporating chamber, to heat the liquid feed to its boiling point, or to measure the pressure difference across the tube. The right answer is to remove the condensate cooling water mixture. You can see here this is a condenser and this is a barometric leg, and to this condenser the liquid is collected here, and this barometric leg is used to remove the condensate or cooling water mixture. Question number 4. Which of the following is considered as a differentiated product? 1. Isoniazid, 2. Paracetamol, 3. Zantac, and 4. Ranitidine. You can see here these are all different classes of drugs. This is anti-tubercular, this is antipyretic, this is anti-ulcer, okay, and Zantac, this is generic name, and these all are Zantac is a proprietary name, and these all are generic names. So differentiated product means this name is differentiated from others. This name is differentiated from generic name to give a different brand or something like that. You can read here what is product differentiation. 5. ELISA test is based upon antigen protein interaction, lectin antibody interaction, antibody protein interaction, or antigen antibody reaction. The right answer is antigen antibody reaction. You can see here, this is antigen and this is antibody. The reaction takes place and ELISA test is performed. There are various steps. Question number 6. Penalty for cultivation of cannabis plant to produce, sell, purchase, transport in contravention of Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act and rules on first conviction is: 1. Rigorous imprisonment up to 10 years or fine up to Rs 10 lakhs. Rigorous imprisonment up to 10 years or fine up to Rs 1 lakh, or fine up to Rs 10 lakh, or rigorous imprisonment up to 6 months. The right answer is rigorous imprisonment up to 10 years or fine up to Rs 1 lakh. This is the screenshot of the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act. You can read here. For protein detection, most commonly used probe is probe means chemical agent or something like that. It is antibody or antigen or interferon or lectin. The right answer is antibody. This is the process how antibody is used for protein detection. This is the screenshot from Wikipedia. Question number 8. Choose the correct statement with respect to the Pharmacy Act 1948. Which of the following is the right answer? You have to choose. Section 12 of the deals of the deal with the approval of course of study under chapter 2 thereof, or section 12 of the act deals with the approval of course of study and examination under chapter 2 thereof. Point number 3. Education Regulation 1991 does not prescribe the minimum qualification for registration as pharmacist. 4. State government is authorized to make any rules with respect to course of study. The right answer is point number 2. Section 12 of the Act deals with the approval of course study and examination under chapter 2 thereof. You can see in point number 12, approved courses of study and examinations, and this comes under chapter 2 of Pharmacy Council of India. Point number 9. Consumers who are loyal to 2 to 3 brands are considered as semi-core loyals, split loyals, shifting loyals, or switcher loyals. The right answer is split loyals. This is the order of loyalty status. Hard-hinge mill is a variant of hammer mill, ball mill, fluid energy mill, or rotary cutter mill. This hard-hinge mill, its instrument. This instrument is similar like that of ball mill. So right answer is ball mill. Question number 11. In India, Patent Office has its head office at Kolkata and branch offices at Mumbai, Chennai, and New Delhi is the right answer. Question number 12. Which of the following second generation beta 1 selective blockers contain 1,3,5 thiadiazole ring in its structure? First, penbutolol, 2, pindolol, 3, timolol, or 4, sotalol. The right answer is timolol. You can see here this ring structure. Look at here. This is morpholine ring, the ring above here. Below this morpholine ring, here you can see this is thiadiazole ring. Sulfur, which means thia, and nitrogen means aza. There are 2 nitrogens, means diaza. Thiadiazole 135. This is of course 135. I don't know how it's numbered. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 135 I don't know, but this is a thiadiazole ring. This might be some mistake here. It might be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. Gabriel ring closure method is employed for the synthesis of oxaziridine ring, 1,4-oxazine ring, oxyran ring, or aziridine ring. This Gabriel ring closure method is employed for the synthesis of aziridine ring. You can see here this structure. This bromo is a good leaving group. It will leave by taking the electron from this carbon, and this carbon will gain a positive charge, and this lone pair of electrons from this nitrogen will attack on this carbon, and here aziridine ring will be found. 14. Von Gierke's glycogen storage disease is due to defect of which enzyme? First, glucosyl 4,6 transferase, glucose 6 phosphatase, phosphofructokinase, or glycogen phosphorylase. The right answer is glucose 6 phosphatase. This is a disease condition in which the body cannot break down glycogen. Okay. 15. Amylopectin, a component of starch, gives some color with iodine. What is that color? It is red purple, or no color, or blue, or green. The right answer is purple color. In some books it is written purple. In some books you can see blue purple. In majority of the books you can see there is purple. Okay. And in some few books I have seen that they have also given answer that no color. Amylopectin does not give any color with iodine. In some books that is also written. Amylose gives blue color or deep blue color to iodine, and amylopectin gives purplish color to iodine. 16. Dehydration of this carboxylic acid to obtain corresponding anhydride is difficult due to stereochemical arrangement. It is succinic acid or malic acid or fumaric acid or glutalic acid. And these all are diacids. They all contain two carboxylate functional groups. You can see here they all contains two carboxyl functional groups. The right answer is fumaric acid. First look at here succinic acid. This here there are two carbon atoms, and these two carbon atoms have a freely rotatable bond. This can easily rotate, and these two can easily join and remove water molecule and form anhydride. Here also these three are rotatable bonds, and these two carboxylic acid can easily dehydrate and form anhydride. In malic acid also you can see here there is restriction in rotation, but despite this restriction in rotation you can see these two are close to each other, so it can form anhydride since these two are close to each other and it can form. But in case of fumaric acid you can see these two carbons, these two dicarboxylic acid, these are not cis. Here this is cis configuration, and in fumaric acid this is trans configuration. Okay, and because of this restriction in rotation, these two carboxylic acid, for these two it will be very difficult to come in close contact with each other and form anhydride. So fumaric acid is our right answer here. 17. A phase solubility analysis curve is not a good tool for complex formation, polymorph detection, bioavailability determination, or impurity detection. The right answer is bioavailability determination. Here phase solubility analysis means we are taking some solid compound and we are melting it by heating it, and we are checking the temperature at what particular temperature the solid will transform into liquid. We can check that in complex formation for various polymorph compounds. We can check that some polymorph can melt at certain temperature and other polymorph can melt at certain temperature. And in impurity detection also, for pure compounds they will melt at certain temperature, and for impure compounds they will melt at other temperature. But bioavailability determination, here bioavailability means the extent and rate at which active moiety enters systemic circulation, means you have to calculate the drug's concentration. From the phase solubility analysis I think it will be very difficult to calculate drug concentration inside our body. So this is right answer for 17. 18. Identify the molecule which will not exhibit dipole moment. Carbon monoxide, chloroform, carbon dioxide, and ammonia. To exhibit dipole moment, there must be difference in electronegativity. Okay. Of course, there is difference in electronegativity between carbon and oxygen. You can see carbon has a certain electronegativity and oxygen have certain electronegativity, but these electronegativity get cancels out. It get cancelled out because this carbon is equally attracted from this side on this right side and on this left side. So due to this equal attraction of electrons of carbon, this electronegativity gets cancelled out, and carbon dioxide will not exhibit dipole moment. Next, the semi-synthetic derivative of penicillin is synthesized by acylation of 6-APA or 6-amino penicillinic acid with 4-hydroxyphenylglycine. It is carbanicillin, ampicillin, amoxicillin, or becampicillin. The right answer is amoxicillin. You see here, this is 6-amino penicillinic acid, and this is para-hydroxyphenylglycine. This is hydroxy, this is phenyl hydroxy, okay, para-hydroxyphenyl, and this is glycine, the simplest amino acid, glycine. And when there is a reaction between this acid and this amine, when there is a reaction between this acid and this amine, it will form here amide, and the structure here is this is amoxicillin. Next, 20. The chief product obtained by reaction of new pentyl bromide under E1 reactions conditions. This can be 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene or 2-methyl-butene or neopentyl alcohol or 2-methyl-2-butene. The right answer is 2-methyl-2-butene. You can see here under E1 reaction conditions, bromine leaves. Okay, it is a good leaving group, and this methyl will attack on this carbocation, and there is a methyl shift and methyl shifts here, and this cation also shifts to this carbon, and proton will lose here, and 2-methyl-butene will be formed. Next, which of the following inactive clotting factor is activated by vitamin K as a coenzyme? Factor 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 7, 9, 10 or 2, 5, 6, 8 or 2, 5, 9, 10. Means which of these following are vitamin K dependent coenzyme? Okay. Which of the following are vitamin K dependent factors? The right answer is 2, 7, 9, 10. 2, 7, 9, 10. 22. Calculate the accurate osmotic pressure at 0 degrees Celsius of a blood serum using Lewis equation having freezing point minus 0.53 degrees Celsius. You have to calculate how much osmotic pressure this blood serum will be at 0 degrees Celsius if the blood serum's freezing point is 0.53 degrees Celsius by using the equation given by a Lewis scientist. These are the answers. You have to choose one. The right answer is 6.39 atm. I have given here the formula. This is the formula. This stands for osmotic pressure, and this delta stands for difference in freezing point. Okay, difference in freezing point, and 12.06. Let's put here 0 minus, this is 0, 0 minus 0.53. It will be 12.06 into 0.53 minus 0.21 into 0.53 whole square. So in this process, here you can see 6.39 minus 0.21 into 0.2809 and further 6.39 minus. So I think we have made this question. Maybe they have excluded this considering very small value. Maybe they haven't considered this value, and they have written the 6.39. For me, the answer comes here for me is 6.331. Obviously, whatever it is, maybe some mistake here in calculation, but the formula is this. You can use this formula, and from this formula you can calculate the accurate osmotic pressure if a freezing point is given. Next question. Identify the name of the drug with the following structure. It is betaxolol, ismolol, metoprolol or bisoprolol. So what is the right answer here? So there is a mistake in this question. Actually this question is, there is a mistake. It is either all of the above or none of the above, because in all those structures, in all these structures, betaxolol, ismolol, metoprolol and bisoprolol, there is a substitution in here, and you can see in here in question it hasn't given any substitution. So this is a wrong question. 24. The structural features present in anti-cancer antibiotics, either it is doxorubicin or daunorubicin or idarubicin or epirubicin. Which of the structural features are present in these structures? Naphthalene nucleus connected with amino sugar via glycosidic linkage, or phenanthrene nucleus fused to cyclohexane that is subsequently connected with amino sugar via glycosidic linkage, or anthracene nucleus fused to cyclohexane ring that is subsequently connected with amino sugar via glycosidic linkage, or quinoline nucleus connected with amino sugar via glycosidic linkage. So we have to identify which nucleus is present in these structures: doxorubicin, dauno, ida and epirubicin. Either it is naphthalene or phenanthrene or anthracene or quinoline. The right answer is this, anthracene nucleus. These all contains anthracene nucleus. I have shown here example of doxorubicin. You can see here, you can look at here these three rings. It resembles to that of anthracene, and here it is attached a cyclohexane. Okay, this is not actually anthracene. There is some change in here. It resembles like that of anthracene, and it fused with a cyclohexane ring. So point number 3 is right answer. Last question here. Anti-addition of bromine to trans-2-butene yields only enantiomers or only meso compounds, or enantiomer and racemic mixture, or only racemic mixture. So let's see here. The right answer is only meso compound. And how this is right answer, let's see here. This is trans-2-butene, okay, and here is anti-addition. Anti-addition means one group must be cis and another group must be R, something like that. One must be above the plane, okay, this, and another must be below the plane, okay. So these two substitutions are in transposition to each other. This bromo and this bromo, these two bromo groups are in trans configuration to each other. And now let's see the resulting compound. CH3, this hydrogen, look at this hydrogen. One is above the plane, one is below the plane. Bromo, one is above the plane, one is below the plane. Methylate is same. And so these two are just opposite of each other. And if light passes here, optical, this will yield in, this is not optically active compound. You can say polarized light, okay. If polarized light passes through here, it will turn right or left, and again on reaching here, then again it will be of same polarized light. So this will yield a optically inactive compound. It has two chiral centers. This is one chiral center and this is another chiral center. But despite having these two chiral centers, this is a meso compound. Okay. So for today this much only. Let's see you in next video. Till then, thank you.